Everyone? Welcome back to another episode segment thing of the Fantasy Shot Callers Live. I'm your boy Chef Dunna, and to the left of me is my main man JT, the Dynasty Don. How are we doing today on this Wednesday? We're already in November.
Yeah, it's crazy. Definitely doing better than Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. So we get started off with happy trails. Kind of a fascinating timeline there where it really felt like, so they lost to the Bears and they lost to Tyson Bagent or whatever, however you say his name.
Yeah.
The son of a arm wrestling champion. So I'm sure Mark Davis was like thrilled about that. They should probably get that guy for Power Slap. But anyways, so they lose to Bagent, who then proceeds to just get him pants by Brandon Staley and company. So it felt like Mark Davis gave McDaniels the old like beer pong rebuttal game. Like if you lose this game to the Lions on Monday night at home, you're fucking fired. And yeah, McDaniels has no one to blame really other than Jimmy G, because Devontae is still wide open on a lot of those routes that he was running.
He missed 28 points. He would have, if he caught those touchdowns, he would have scored 31 points in full PPR.
I firmly believe I could have hit Devontae on.
He was so open. He was as wide open as DeAndre Hopkins was when Mayo Man hit him all
Mayo coffee Mayo, baby. What up, JL Con?
Coffee Mayo Man. Will Levis, here I am.
I'm sure we're going to talk about him later. I think so remember how Flojo was like, let's have a throw off? Let's see who could hit Devontae easier on those routes. Me, Flojo, and Jimmy G. Who could hit Devontae easier?
Oh, wow.
It'd be interesting.
That would be very interesting. What's up, AJ? There had zero direction. They trade for Adams after Basakcia made the playoffs, and they got worse.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about a little bit in Gen Chat, or I guess it's called Gen Lab now. I think Gen Lab's a little bit better, but they should have just rolled with Basaccia, especially because you had a team. After that year, it screamed regression. So why wouldn't you just take the interim tag off, give him a 1-year extension? I don't know about you, but in my experience with all the Raider fans in LA, everybody was behind Basaccia. You know what I mean? Everybody really, he fit in with the fan base. The fan base wanted him. I mean, he kind of looks like a Raider fan, if we're being honest. But he seemed to get it. You know what I mean? And when they went McDaniels and Ziegler, it definitely was like, whoa, that's weird.
Yeah.
But now that's the blueprint to paying 2 separate coaches $80 million not to coach your team.
And that kind of just how the cookie crumbles. The people just sometimes love that white powder. They have to get that white powder.
So Jimmy G's out. Aiden O'Connell's in. I think this is probably just a downgrade kind of for everybody, right?
I'd say so.
I don't think O'Connell's good. O'Connell sucks.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I mean, Devontae Adams still's got it. And like, it's the fact of the matter is that he's quarterback proof, except if it's Jimmy G.
I don't know, man. I think Jimmy G's better than Aiden O'Connell. I know he had a really bad game, but I think it's more of a product of being hurt. And he took some shots in that game, man. You know, so you can say whatever you want. Yeah, he should have hit Devontae. Yeah, he should have whatever, but he hangs in the pocket, man. He took some fucking shots. And, you know, anyone who does that has my respect.
And JL Khan is telling us to bite our tongue. Officer Farva is the GOAT.
Look, if Aiden O'Connell finishes it above QB 20 the rest of the year, I'll drink a liter of cola on a podcast.
Hell yeah. What's up, King Jack? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? I got St. Brown and Ridley on bye this week, and I'm starting A.J. Brown and Thielen. Who do I start at flex, Michael Thomas or Josh Palmer?
Probably Michael Thomas because Josh Palmer has the Jets. I mean, that doesn't feel great. Who the fuck does Michael Thomas have? Who do the Saints have? They have Chicago. Yeah, Michael Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. In the eternal words of Jaden, come on, bro. That's easy. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on. All right.
Yeah,
so
no, that's a fun one. Yeah, he's got the Bears. Did you?
Yeah.
Josh Palmer. You're only considering Josh Palmer this week because he played the Bears this week, last week. So, yeah, Thomas all the way there.
So he was on the Droppables last week, but is back on the scene out of nowhere. Jahan Dotson scored 24 points last week.
Did I jinx that one?
Dude, we both did.
Yeah, no. He's been a trendy. I mean, so it's funny because this is the time of the year, especially in Dynasty, where everybody's, trying to get draft picks. If you're below 500, you're trying to trade for draft picks. And I think the better way to go about it is go for some post-hype sleepers. And he's someone that I've been kind of telling everybody, you want to trade for him, he's the perfect archetype for it. He's the 14th overall pick or 16th overall pick, one of those, high draft capital, and he's been a dud this year. Those are the guys, if someone doesn't have draft picks and you're trying to get them, you're still trying to get value, those are the guys you want to target. And he's someone I've been telling everybody, you just want to grab him on the off chance he pops, and he's a post-hype sleeper. He did have a good week, but the Eagles also have nobody in their secondary.
Yeah. What's up, James King? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? If Puka is not healthy, Josh Downs, Shaheed, or Christian Watson. Also bench Puka if Stafford is not healthy.
Oof. So Bill Simmons this week did a bad quarterback draft, and Brett Rippon was the 3rd or 4th overall pick. Man, Josh Downs has been a monster with Minshew. So if it's
a standard 10-man league.
Well, there goes that one. I was like, if it's PPR, wow. So the Saints have the Bears. Man, I don't think anyone on the Bears can stop Shaheed.
Yeah,
I can't touch anyone on Green Bay. I think even when fucking Jordan Love after week 3 was QB2, I was here telling you that guy sucks. So yeah, I can't roll Watson for that reason. So I guess I'm going Shaheed here.
Yeah, I would too.
I wouldn't be scared to start Downs though. He seems like he's going to be penciled in for 7 catches, 70 yards every time Minshew's throwing it to him. So I really like the return on Josh Downs this year so far. And it doesn't look fluky to me. He looks like an NFL receiver. Who are you going there? I think I'm probably – so I think it depends on matchup. Like if I need a explode, like if I need 20 plus points, I'm going Shaheed there.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely go the upside there. It's almost a no-brainer. I mean, you start your players against the Saints, especially if you're wishy-washy on a couple other of them. AJ's chiming in pick 2. DK at Baltimore, T versus Buffalo in the rain, Pitts versus Minnesota with Heineken, and Pickens versus Tennessee with Biskey.
Well, Pickett's going. It's not gonna be Trubisky. So at least according to DraftKings, they're saying it's gonna be Pickett. And they're typically right. Here's some tough ones.
I'm sticking with DK at Baltimore. I mean, like, he got targeted 14 times. It's got to drop at some point.
Yeah, so there's a high probability they'll be chasing points. Baltimore, I think, is the only team this year so far that hasn't been down double digits at any point. So fairly implied probability there that Seattle will be chasing points. I'm probably going DK and Pickens. Pickens is just, I want to know how many points I'm chasing the rest of the week. And I don't think anyone on Tennessee can really stop him. So, yeah, I probably rolled the two monsters there in DK and Pickens, even though T. Higgins isn't a small person. I do think Higgins is due for a good game. I think Cincinnati's going to absolutely light up Buffalo. So,
Kincaid or McBride at tight end? It's another tough one.
Kincaid, because I don't know anything about Clayton Tune, and I'm not even going to pretend to try to play that game.
Kincaid is.
So I'm rolling Kincaid there.
Alrighty. Just trying to see real quick.
Although I don't know, so Baltimore's number 1 against the pass. Yeah, I'd definitely roll Pickens there, AJ, and then depending on how many points you need there, either DK or T. I don't think Pitts really is a consideration there.
So going towards droppables, are we dropping Jeff Wilson?
Mostert's questionable to start the week. I think it's fine if there's someone to pick up, but it's kind of a dry waiver wire. It's kind of been. This is about the time of the year where it's tough. You need a kind of a cataclysmic kind of injury here. And so the problem with Wilson and why I'm okay with it is that we're almost back to Achane coming back here. So it's not a terrible drop either way. Mostert is questionable to start the week, but he's probably going to play. I'm okay with dropping Jeff Wilson.
I've been playing fantasy for 15 years.
Yeah, I think it's either 16 or 17 for me. Might be I was either 14 or 15 my first year. So,
and if you're new or coming back, smash that like and smash that subscribe. It goes a lot further than you think. James also traded Achane and Downs for Ford and Higgins this week. I'm 5-3, and I think it was a good move.
I like the Higgins buy. I've been really down on T. Higgins in general, but I think he's reached a point in the market where I'm willing to buy him. And as much as I like Josh Downs, I don't think he's going to outpoint T. Higgins. I'm not that. I don't think I would be that bold about it. Not crazy about Achane for Ford, if I'm being completely honest. If you have Achane still now, you might as well hold out for him. Oh, you received Achane and Downs. Oh. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Buy Achane.
Let's see. Christ, y'all got some old balls. And then received Achane.
They still pumping something out.
I technically wasn't legal and would run my Pops team.
Oh, we're both brown, JL, so that checks out.
All right, let's see what's next. Oh, well, this week we had some injuries, some owies, and the biggest one, obviously, Kirk Cousins goes down with yet another Achilles rupture, and he is out for the season, and it doesn't look good because it's on the throwing side that he propels with. And so, yeah, it's a downgrade for everyone in Minnesota.
Get Dobbs.
Yeah, not this week, though.
No. Although I wouldn't be surprised. I'm waiting for the Friday news drop. Oh, Josh Dobbs has picked up the offense way faster than we ever could imagine, and he's going to be ready to go. So I'm waiting for that because I don't think Jaron Hall's ready to go. So how much worse could Dobbs really be? So I'm ready for the Josh Dobbs rocket scientist brain picked up all this stuff way faster than we could have imagined.
He's just so smart.
And now he's going to go out there and go 13 for 31 and win 16-14 on a last-second field goal.
And Alexander Madison is going to rush it for 25 times for 26 yards.
Wow, you have him positive. No, I mean, look, I wouldn't be shocked if Dobbs goes for, does go this week. So we'll see. But I guess, we're at the point now where it's like, okay, Jefferson will probably play. You don't have to drop KJ Osborne. Addison is a flex. So I think it saves a lot of stuff, but I don't really see Dobbs as some savior, man. I don't see him as being like, whoa, it wouldn't be like Kirk Cousins going to the Jets. That's not how I see it. So we'll see.
James says he's so nervous with Madison now that Akers is in play. Madison hasn't done shit all with all the opportunities given. Shaking my head.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is they're playing Atlanta. Atlanta kind of got exposed a little bit. They were playing fairly decent defense all year. They kind of got exposed. Their game plan was to stop the run against Tennessee, and they kind of got caught with their pants down.
And isn't Brady Garrett injured?
Grady Jarrett tore his ACL, so yeah. So that's that's definitely a big hole on their defense. He's been a guy perennial, just superstar guy every year. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I've never been on the Madison train, so but I'm not. I wouldn't be concerned about Madison because of Cam Akers. I'd be concerned because Alex Madison isn't a good back.
So staying on quarterbacks, we got Matt Stafford, Tyrod Taylor, and Brock Purdy all going down with injuries. Dude, honestly, bro, when I was watching the game, I thought Tyrod popped his wrist out of his socket the way the angle was covered with the camera. But I mean, I guess he just, punctured along.
Yeah, it seems to be a recurring theme for him.
Yeah. I was just all I could say was, do not let this Danny DeVito motherfucker be the next Justin Herbert. Not today.
I wasn't concerned at all. Did you see him warm up on the sideline?
Yeah.
I was not worried. Again, I don't know. That guy's poof. But I thought about how funny would it be if Tyrod gets in the ambulance, he gets transported to the hospital, and he sees the Chargers doctor. For some reason, a week ago, that Chargers doctor got transferred to Jersey, some hospital in Jersey, and he just sees him, fucking has a freak out. No, DeVito sucks. I think Tommy DeVito made Ben DiNucci look competent.
Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci.
Yeah. Shout out Schlag and Blooms for being Giants fans this week. I've kind of taken it easy on them. I can't believe we fucking won that game.
I'm so happy. I was talking to someone and just shooting the shit and not paying attention. Already chalked it up.
Yeah.
And I was at a bar and and then I was like, wait, how did the Jets have the ball in the Gano the toe?
I can't believe they kicked the field goal.
Field goals.
I can't believe they kicked the field goal. You gained nothing. Anything would have been better than that play. I don't know. That's fucking nuts. That being said, I took a loss because Riley Patterson can't hit a 29-yard field goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I hate that. I hate
Madison
that guy.
used to be a beast backing Dalvin Cook. Maybe he wasn't a lead back guy. Pressure got to him. I mean, Pressure, I don't think he was as talented as Dalvin Cook. He came in when the opposing team just didn't. They don't plan for Alexander Madison when Dalvin Cook is playing, and so I think it was good opportunity. They changed coaching as well, so I mean that has something to do with it, and we've talked about that in length. through the offseason about why not to draft Madison, and it's
Mandingo
coming to
length.
fruition.
Mandingo size length.
Whoa.
But yeah, no. So I think there's a lot of things that kind of came into play. One, you're right. Madison is not Dalvin Cook. The Zimmer to O'Connell thing you touched on, yeah, it's not the same offense. But, also I think people just, I don't know if it was like a visual thing where like they kind of have similar hairstyles where they're like, oh yeah, Madison, he's just going to be what Dalvin Cook was. And here's the matter of fact. There's not a lot of Dalvin Cooks that come around.
No.
He was an exceptional running back coming out of Florida State. He had an unfortunate rookie injury, and then he bounced back. Dalvin Cook is not the norm, and I think people just kind of like, I don't know what the reasoning is, but people seem to think that, yeah, that was really replaceable. Dalvin Cook could just be, whatever. It's like, all right. He's really good.
Yeah.
He's not a Hall of Fame player, but he's Hall of very good for me. Definitely won some people some championships.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of crazy. Oh, they both have dreads, so yeah, he's going to do the same thing. Meanwhile,
he's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Massive speed difference. I think there's a massive speed difference between the two. That was the biggest difference.
Picked up Leonard Fournette, but not sure why anymore. It's going to be a 3-man back, right?
Oh, but we'll see, man. I don't think Josh. I think the Bills want to stop those goal line rushes for Allen, whether that comes to fruition or not. I mean, they've been saying that for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
That they want to reduce that, but apparently he is dealing with a shoulder injury, and I think your best case scenario is kind of like Zeke on the Patriots. That's what you're hoping for with Uncle Lenny there. But I would say it's not good for James Cook owners. He's a sell now. He's firmly a sell.
Backfield, and the fact of the matter though is everyone thinks that Leonard Fournette is this like old timer, like sandbagging dude, but he's still in his 20s. And Latavius Murray is like 4 or 5 years older than him. Is probably not as durable anymore, even though he still looks strong as hell. So, I mean,
I think Lat Murray's done. I wouldn't be surprised to see him released in like 3 weeks or practice squad.
So, I mean, getting Leonard Fournette in there, and if he's in any kind of football shape, I think it's going to be kind of a Jamal Williams role that he has.
That's bold, but all right. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. No, a big trade in the lab. That's kind of interesting.
What was it?
One of our guys got Trevor Lawrence and Garrett Wilson. He sent Kenny Pickett, his 25 draft class, his 26 draft class, and a third next year. 2 draft classes and a third next year for
how many
Trevor
picks
Lawrence.
Is that?
A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 total picks. 2 firsts. I mean, I think from the roster that he showed earlier, it's like a super flex dynasty. It's a fairly strong roster. So, and it's not even old. Wow.
Jeez.
Big move. Big move.
Big moves.
Big
All right,
move.
Jumping off the QB injury train, we got Jonathan Taylor and Travis Etienne, little banged up. Etienne should be fine coming back after his bye week. And then Jonathan Taylor, we got another little ankle injury coming on.
Yeah, no. Zach Moss, your RB4 still on the year. I think so. Like it at first, before Taylor signed, I was saying to sell Moss. I think we're at the point where you're better off keeping him. I don't think you're going to get the value. Everyone's just going to be like, oh, it's Taylor's backfield. I think you're better off holding him and hoping that, Taylor does get hurt or they ease Taylor back in or they fall out of the race and they just decide to kind of like not beat up Jonathan Taylor, considering they gave him a 3-year extension. So I think Moss is at the point where he's a hold. And I don't really say hold very often. Hold is not something that I'm usually buy or sell, but I think Moss has reached a hold point. I mean, the production is the production. You could look at his Bills tenure. It's like, damn, this guy sucks. Or it's clear the Bills lost that trade now. They traded Zach Moss for Naeem bleeping Hines. Although Hines will never pay for a meal in Buffalo ever for that kickoff return. Zach Moss is doing what Buffalo thought he could be right now, and that's a really good back. And I think he's at a point where you got to keep him. In Dynasty, I'd probably be more inclined to sell him for whatever, but right now in redraft, you almost got to hold him rather than trade him for a wide receiver that isn't going to get any work. Like, what wide receiver could you get? I don't know, Zay Jones. Maybe Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, maybe.
Nothing great. You're at the point where it's like I might as well just keep him and try to bank the points. Seems like he has a role whether Taylor exists or not.
Yeah.
So until the wheels fall off.
Until the motherfucking wheels fall off. And to wrap up injuries, we got Drake London banged up a bit. Curtis Samuel dealing with turf toe. And what do you know? At the tight end position, a fellow compadre, Darren Waller, has another hamstring issue.
Cue the windy.
Come on, where is it? No.
I done told y'all. Do not draft him. Yep. I done told y'all. Everybody lost their minds. He's going to get 130 targets.
I really don't know why people were drafting him.
You got to be on the field to get the targets.
Wait, what?
Well,
really?
Maybe not with Tommy DeVito. He might hit him on crutches on his fucking sideline.
He probably will hit the crutch.
Yeah. Dimes is coming back this week, so dude, so we thought Jets Giants was going to be a poop bowl. We got Raiders Giants following it.
Raiders are about to get smacked. Daniel Jones is about to rush for like 300 yards.
I have no idea what to think about that because the Raiders defense wasn't like they gave up a shitload of yards, but they didn't just they bent, but they didn't break.
Yeah, they were healthy for the first time this year.
That was a 16-14 game after Peters pick sixth Goff.
And that was Peters' first game of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's
No?
I thought he's been playing. No, he's been playing. But still, like I think Goff, like whatever hypnosis they put Jared Goff under when he started playing well, he kind of like snapped out of it for a second. It's like, let me throw this ball. Oh shit. Ben Johnson probably sent him into the medical tent. They're like, do some voodoo. Get him back on what we had him on. Fucking it was an absolute dog. It was a good play by Peters, but it was also an absolute dog shit throw. They're like, just throw it to Laporta. That's all we're asking.
Can you do that for me? You mind just doing that for me? Doing that
could be a big Saquon game, even though so the Lions and Giants O-lines, there's a big difference there. But I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, do we dare say with Arthur Smith's shenanigans, is he the rookie RB1? Is Jahmyr Gibbs the rookie RB1? Is it? Because apparently Arthur Smith, like somebody tried to tell you guys, is very content Hand the ball up to Tyler Allgeier's getting to 200 carries this year, boys.
God damn it.
I told y'all, Tyler Allgeier getting to 200 carries. Woo! I should have taken bets on that one.
This is a JT question. Is Christian Watson a drop candidate? Talent is there, but no QB.
No, I can't drop him. I'd rather trade him for Fab than drop him. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I can't do it. Trade him for Jaden. Just don't do it. I don't know what, dude. This has to be a Goff and McVay situation where like Bijan got caught saying he'd pipe Arthur Smith's wife or something. Because,
dude, look, Arthur Smith doesn't look like the brightest of the bunch. His face just doesn't like gleam like excellence.
Is it the mustache? Do you think like he needs to shave is the mustache making him an idiot?
I think his dumb fucking brain is making him an idiot.
Well, he finally benched Ritter, who sucks.
He just doesn't know how to coach him.
Dude, I don't know, man. Arthur Smith is supposed to be an offensive genius. I like a lot of the things that he does, but he does some of the most inexplicable shit ever. But hey, it's a new day. Maybe Heineke, will be like, hey, maybe we should get Bijan in here. He's like, no, let's go halfback slam to Tyler Allgeier.
For 1.5 yards. Keep doing it.
It's not fucking working. Keep doing it. He'll break one. Don't worry about it. I've seen this. I've seen this before.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll be great.
But yeah, no. Fucking migraines.
Dude, are you shitting me?
Do you know how funny the whole collective fantasy world was as Cordero Patterson's getting touches? And everybody's like, what the fuck?
How many times did I text you?
What the fuck?
I'm like, am I seeing this fucking correctly? What is happening?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? I didn't do anything. I'm done. Arthur Smith needs to trade for Aiden O'Connell. Their mustaches will combine to form a Power Ranger.
Okay. I'm into it. Farva and Farva Senior and Farva Junior. I'll drink 2 liters of cola if that happens.
It'll be the next hit reality TV show, The Farvas.
Yeah. I'm excited for this new just because we said Power Rangers, there's this new anime coming out. It's a Go-Go Loser Ranger, where it's like the boys meets Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like,
oh, nice.
So like the Power Rangers save the world, but then they're like actually evil motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be good. I'm excited. Get into this anime stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I never really got into it, and I have no.
Well, you did. Dragon Ball Z.
I never watched Dragon Ball Z.
Well,
closest thing I got to it was Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
Dude, how many Pokemon are there?
There's at least 1,200 now.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, speaking of Arthur Smith, we have our Thursday night game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tennessee Titans. I have got the Titans winning this one.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Wait. I'm sorry. I meant the Steelers.
There you go. I think Will Levis is about to get run into Mike Tomlin and his Aviators. There's 1,021 Pokemon.
I was close.
Good Lord. I think I could maybe name like 250. And then have a brain aneurysm and die.
What's up,
Mike
Nino?
Evans?
How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Mike Evans or T. Higgins this week? Give me Mike Evans always.
When in doubt. Who are the Bucks playing this week? Oh, they got Houston. Going T. Higgins.
All right. Well, we didn't help you on that one. Kamehameha!
Dude, you gotta get into. I think you'd like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's dope. Start with Dragon Ball Super.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I watched Diabolical, and that's enough.
I don't know what that is, but
You seen The Boys?
Yeah. Oh,
Same
is that the
shit.
cartoon one?
Yeah.
The cartoon shit. Yeah, I didn't watch that.
It's dope as fuck.
I watched The Boys, the series, and I'm probably gonna do Gen V soon. But
Gen V's dope too.
yeah. Would you take it if they like sold it in stores? Would you just like?
I mean, you know my history. What do you think?
I don't know. You have a NutriShop shirt on, so maybe they'll sell it there. Get your Project V right over here, boys.
This shit changes everything. Buy it.
Yeah,
You want results? Well, this has them, definitely.
Yeah. As long as I don't turn into the tiny guy that crawls into dudes' anuses for pleasure.
Oh, just you wait.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm going T. Higgins there. Where this took a left turn. Yeah, no, I got the Steelers. I think they're coming in a little bit more motivated. The Titans it feels like a letdown game for them after they kind of like saved their season of sorts against the Falcons. Pittsburgh is a little susceptible to the run with a team coming in with Derrick Henry, but I don't think that they're going to be caught by surprise by the like moon balls from Will Levis there. I think, Pittsburgh is a tough place to go in and play. And I think it all comes down to game planning here. And, I like Mike Vrabel a lot, but I don't know, man. I think Will Levis, I think the shock value it comes tumbling down a little bit this week.
I definitely
So sell him.
Sell. Derrick Henry over under 80 yards rushing.
I would not want to bet that.
Over under.
I'm going to say over. I think he'll probably break one.
Okay.
But he'll break only one.
Yeah.
I could see him breaking like a 60-yard rushing touchdown, and that's their only offense for the entire game. So it's just not something. It's just not something I'd want to bet against. I never like betting against Derrick Henry. It seems it's terrifying.
Yeah, Derrick Henry is. I don't know, man. This year has been strange for him.
Yeah, everything's strange. He's almost 30, and the Titans O-line sucks ass.
Yeah, people are strange.
They're the O-line coach that he's had for, I think, the entirety of his NFL careers. He's the Jets O-line coach now. So there is that.
Alrighty, let's see. Late waiver wire targets. Who we got? Who we looking at? Under 50% still unowned in leagues.
I don't know. No clue. I haven't even looked at waivers is dead.
Waivers is dead to me.
It is dead. I mean, there's if you want to gamble on Jaron Hall, there needs to be a massive injury. I think waivers is basically done here.
Heard that.
I'd load up on Fab though. Trade, that's a week where like I'd be looking to trade for Fab so I can overbid on somebody later on in the season. We've seen, I mean, the first name that comes to my head is Damian Williams. He won people leagues. There's a lot of systems out there that have multiple running backs that, someone's going to get hurt. I can tell you that in the back half of the season, as many injuries as we've had in the first half, we are going to have them later on. So this is a good week to kind of take advantage of no one really being worth it, trying to sell to some desperate teams, try to buy some people's Fab so you could overbet it later.
And we're creeping very slow, ever so slowly, to Jerick McKinnon time.
I think both of those options are awesome. Giants or Saints. I'd bank more on the Giants, man.
If you have the Lions defense and have to drop them or whatever, I look and see if the Bucks are available.
Against Houston?
Their defense is a little underrated. And also, if you look at their schedule for the rest of the season, they already had their bye week. It looks pretty nice if you're not able to pick the Lions back up next week.
Fair. It's a good call. Out of those two options, I'm probably leaning Giants over the Saints. I think Wink's going to absolutely bludgeon the fuck out of Aiden O'Connell. And it's in... Are the Giants... No, the Raiders are home. Okay. Still, I'm betting on Wink more than Dennis Allen.
What's up, TS? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Before we answer this, if you haven't already, smash that like and smash that subscribe. It goes a lot further than you think. Need 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, PPR. Walker, Mostert, Swift, Mixon, Puka, Evans.
Definitely not Swift. I really liked what I saw out of Joe Mixon this week, and that feels weird to say. Walker's a bit of a tough sell. Mostert, Mixon, and Puka for me.
You need one more.
I guess Ken Walker.
Yeah, I'm going Evans, Mixon, Mostert, and Walker.
No Puka.
Not if Matt Stafford doesn't play.
That's a good point. I think Stafford's going to play.
Oh, fuck. Well, I just say that because, like, in one league, I have Deontay Johnson that I'm starting over him, and they play on Thursday. We'll see what the news brings tomorrow.
I don't think it's too bad to play Deontay over. I think Deontay's going to have a good week. Because if Kenny Pickett doesn't have a good week, he is, I'm putting a fork in him. I'm saying his NFL career is over.
Wow, okay.
I'm going to say he sucks, and he'll never be an NFL quarterback.
And my word is final.
Nah, I've been wrong before.
Meh. 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 Give me that. Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that. Give me that. All right, let's move on to a little crystal ball action with the quarterback conundrum in Las Vegas. Where does Davante Adams finish in 2023?
Wide receiver 31.
Wow. Damn.
I think we're closer to Davante packing it up and saying fuck this noise than we are. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna ball out every week.
Yeah.
No Jimmy G.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wide receiver. He finishes below a wide receiver 2. He's a wide receiver 3. Team sucks. Aiden O'Connell sucks.
Yeah,
really bad.
I mean, it all sucks.
I'd rather have Zach Wilson. Also, we've seen this script before. We saw this with the fucking Colts last year.
Mm-hmm.
When Parks Frazier became the fucking offensive coordinator. I don't know who this fucking Raiders OC is. He's my new who?
Well, he just got fired.
Yeah, Lombardi got fired, and I don't know who the new guy is.
Antonio Pierce.
No, that's the head coach.
I know.
Which is kind of funny that he has an NFL head coaching job, because this guy got ran out of ASU for rules violations while being on Herm Edwards' coaching staff. So that's a fucking crazy jump, in my opinion. We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. You hire a former NFL player to take over midseason. You give someone a shot who wouldn't have gotten one before, and you're about to suck fucking ass cheeks to get a top 5 fucking draft pick. They already have 3 wins. They might win one more. I don't think so. They're not going to win any more the rest of the year. They're trying to get Caleb fucking Williams. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. We've seen it.
Yeah, and I said it.
The Colts are very happy. I mean, I know Richardson's hurt, but they're very happy with him as the face of their franchise moving forward. Shoulder injuries aside. The Raiders are going to end up with Caleb Williams, Drake May, or Michael Penix.
I need to find that clip where I say over and over again that the Raiders are tanking for Caleb.
They might be now.
I mean, might as well.
Outside of that, look, it's kind of weird given the money that McDaniels had remaining. 3-5 isn't, I don't know, 3-5 isn't, fire the guy. You'd be like, we got about a 4% chance of making the play, or like a 10% chance. I mean, the Broncos are 3-5. They actually look like a competent NFL team now, which is kind of, who saw that coming after giving up 70?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that changed them.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, but I mean, it's about a 10% chance that you don't get your head blown off.
Put the gun down.
I saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, David.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's
gun.
in the fucking box?
Give me the gun.
What's in the Box is a segment where we talk about players we are selling for the bag, the money, the players, the picks. Public enemy number one is, for me, the Mayo King himself, Will Levis. I am taking the bag for him after his crazy week last week.
Yeah. And like the band Muse said, take them. No, it's Radiohead. Take the money and run. Take the money and take the money and run there. Gibbs is not in the box, AJ. It wasn't fluky. I believe.
I mean, isn't that 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, I'm not selling Gibbs. Y'all tripping.
No, definitely not.
I'm selling DeAndre Swift. I think he might get broken when Micah Parsons breaks him in half. Also, you kind of saw a little Gainwell shit going on there. I don't know. This is right about the time where DeAndre Swift starts sucking again. So I'm out on Swift, taking the bag there.
Do we see Rashad Penny coming in week 12?
For his yearly, oh, hey guys, I'm back from sabbatical. I'm about to rip off 6 yards of gain for 3 plays until I tear my meniscus in half.
Or it's 2021 and I'm about to win you a fantasy football championship from weeks 12 to 16.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about AJ Brown?
You should sell. No, what? AJ Brown's right now my wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not selling.
You wouldn't take the bag for him?
No.
Okay. Just remember, if he finishes and is projected to be picked number 1 overall next year in fantasy, you should have sold him because he will be injured next year.
I'm vengeance. You should sell Juju Smith-Schuster. He scored a touchdown this week.
I'm buying him everywhere.
1 catch, 3 yards.
Everywhere. I'm buying him everywhere.
Touchdown.
Injury to Kendrick Bourne. Buy.
I'm selling that. I think I'm selling Chuba Hubbard. There's a little steam there where it's like, oh my God, he got all the touches. Yes, he got 15 carries and got 26 yards. Didn't do shit.
Didn't do nothing.
So that kind of screams to me that Sanders will probably get back in there.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards taking the bag there, but I'm not like I don't think it's fluke. They have no one else to throw to. Who the fuck else are they going to throw to? And Bryce Young, not for nothing, looking all right. He's looking all right. He's looking all right. Taysom Hill, I am. This is like 3 straight weeks of like top 5 tight end value, and I ain't banking on that continuing. So I definitely would
because
sell
this
him.
is when everyone starts him finally because they think they can trust him, and he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I think Dan Campbell, has Montgomery on his fantasy team, so he's probably gonna.
Yeah, I think he has him on every dynasty team.
Yeah, no, it's kind of weird. Like, yeah, no, they just run for like 200 yards. I think it's a dual back system, and they'll both be startable moving forward. One guy that I'm probably taking the bag on right now is Cooper Kupp. If I can. If I can sell the name there. I thought he might have got traded at the deadline. I thought he was kind of like the sneaky, maybe he gets traded. But I'm not liking anything going on there. Stafford's hurt already. And given that Puka probably had gotten all the like training camp reps with whatever backup quarterback there is, they're probably going to go to him more than they will Cooper Kupp there. So kind of worried about that. And the other guy I'm taking the bag on is probably Christian Kirk. It's not really dependent on the Steelers game per se. Steelers are pretty tough against wide receivers in general. It's just more like I think it's going to be 3 weeks of Ridley, 3 weeks of Kirk, 3 weeks of Ridley, 3 weeks of Kirk. Oh, Evan Ingram gets a week. So just trying to. This is the time of the year where you can definitely get the biggest gains on trades with people who still have the illusion of winning it all.
Speaking of winning it all, if you take this approach to fantasy football and do this when you're talking trades, it probably won't end very well for you if you're talking to.
Oh, God, I'm gonna have diarrhea again. It's okay. Ma'am, bathroom! Bathroom! Bathroom!
Oh, that's a big boy, isn't he?
Eat Shit and Die segment is a segment where we talk to you about the bullshit trades that you get or that we get. And I'll kick it off because this man is still trying to sell me PJ Walker, and that is PJ Walker and a 24 third for Jonathan Mingo.
No. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, I think all 3 of those things suck, but yeah, I'd rather have Mingo there.
Yeah.
I think I have a fun question for everyone still here. Who finishes with more fantasy points this year? Juju or Julio Jones?
Julio.
ETN versus Diggs. So I mean, look, for PPR, it's going to be Stephon Diggs. He's a PPR machine. He's attached to the number 1 quarterback in fantasy right now, even though I told you he wouldn't be, but he still is. He is a alpha wide receiver 1 with no concern about who's second in the pecking order there. So definitely in PPR, I have Diggs ahead of ETN for the rest of the season. If it's 0.5 or definitely standard, it's definitely ETN for me. But 0.5, it's probably an equivalent. So it all depends. It depends. It all comes down to team need there. They're equivalents to me. But yeah, PPR, half PPR or standard, league dependent. We got James on Julio's side. Let's go. I think it's going to be Julio. I don't know if Juju plays again. Juju's hurt.
Again.
Hey, I'm okay with it. He got the bag from New England. Is Mac Jones the next quarterback to lose his job?
I don't think so.
Who's next?
Kenny Pickett.
Wow. Nah, Trubisky's behind him. Trubisky sucks ass.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Maybe Mac Jones.
I think it might be Mac Jones. Maybe Sam Howell. They start to suck. They start
Sam
to
Howell's
suck.
been playing pretty well.
Yeah, but if he plays too well and they're trying to tank, I love how people like. I think Chase Young was a legitimate loss for their defense, but the Sweat trade they had to snap. They had to take that immediately. They got a second for him. That's crazy.
What? For Sweat?
Yeah, they traded him to the Bears. The Bears do their annual, let's just light a second-round pick on fire. Ooh, really thought Kadarius Toney was going to shine in KC. Sorry, bud. There's a couple Giants fan in this chat that would could have warned you otherwise. But Tony's I feel like he's just a gadget guy who's good for 2 wide receiver screens a game. You just got to hope that they convert into touchdowns. That being said, I feel like we're on a 8-week heater where there's at least one wide receiver I talk shit about and then they pop the next week. So this game is outside of America. So maybe Kadarius Toney is only good when he's off of American soil. So maybe he's got some hidden German blood in him and he goes off in Germany against Miami. I don't know. But I don't think so. I don't think so.
All right. I have one last one before we wrap it up here. Where is it? What the fuck? I thought I wrote it down.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Hold on, I think I have an each, shouldn't I? Oh, I do have one.
All right, this is mine. Javonte for Zeke, Kirk, and Michael Thomas.
Good Lord. Yeah, nah. Ridley and Kirk are kind of like equivalents to me, but Javonte had a good game, and if the Broncos are going to run 40 times a game, Javonte has RB2 potential. Yeah, next QB could be Love, especially with Goody coming out saying he doesn't know if he's the franchise QB or not. What a thing to say in a fucking presser. I had someone trying to get my next year's first round pick, currently projected at the 108. I get Kenny Pickett and KJ Osborne.
You didn't do it?
Nope. I merely responded LOL.
Eat shit and die.
And yeah, person was like, so you don't want it? I'm like, just gonna keep laughing at you, bud. Terrible trade.
Terrible trade, but this isn't a terrible show, so smash that like and smash that subscribe. Come back next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with your boy, Chef Dunna and JT, the Dynasty Don. We're the Fantasy Shot Callers. We're here to help you win your fantasy football championships, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of this year already. So tune in, smash that like and subscribe. Find us on Instagram and TikTok as well. So y'all know what it is. Fantasy is life. You know it's a vibe. Peace and love, y'all.
You're